Hey y'all, hi, I'm Sarah, and this is all the things that I made this month in the month of March 2025. So I'm going to start with the basics. That I started the very easy projects that are very simple. These are cotton yarn, and this one is just a square, and I did it scrappy and folded it over and sewed it together so it's double thickness. And these are all scrubbies. And so I've just got some basic scrubbies with some alternating stitches. So you've got some singles and some half doubles on these, so they have kind of a pattern to them. Okay, and then these are the small ones here. And then this is the end of some of these yarns, and I just did them variegated. And here's some more. These are lots of scrubbies. I'm preparing for a market, so this is what I've done. Now these are scrubby yarns. You can do this with any yarn you have. I mixed it with a cotton and the scrubby yarn, and I've got a video on how to make these scrubbies. And so these are all my scrubby yarn. I have some others I'm going to save till the end because I did those last night, and those are super fun. The next thing I made was this variegated multi-crazy yarn hat. So it's scrappy yarn hat, and it's done with the half double and the back loop only. So it's the double thickness where it's very warm, and then you just make a rectangle and sew it together on here, and then you have a very warm beanie hat. I love this one. The next thing we're going to show you is a scrappy purse. This bag was so fun, and I do have a liner in it. Right now I've got some more scrappy yarn inside. I did a half circle for the flap. Now you could put a button on this if you wanted to, and I may still do that, but it stays over pretty good. And I thrifted a purse for this strap, and the purse was $6. So I used scrap yarn. I used a bag I had already sewn a long time ago and not finished for the liner. So it's actually double layered on the inside. You can use anything you want for the liner, but the liner does help for the stability of what you're holding. So this is a really great bag. All you do is just do scrappy yarn all the way up, whatever you have. If you want a video on this project, I may do another one really soon. The next bag we have is this messenger bag, which I very much love. It's also a scrappy project, and you just make the granny squares, and then you make the strap in between the border here all the way around, and then in here, and I have a video on this one as well. So in the strap, I love, it's just a very tight single crochet until I have the width that I wanted, and then you sew it on. So this one I'm probably going to line as well. I just haven't done it yet before I use it very much, because I think it will be more sturdy with a liner. The rest of the things are these little drawstring pouches. I experimented with the size. So we have a very large one, large compared to the other one that I made before, and these are also scrappy. So I'm using up the ends of my scrap yarn. I still have a whole tub, so the bottom is variegated different colors, and then it goes up. This one's a little smaller, and then this one is a little tiny one with kind of a sparkly soft. This is a satiny yarn. It's just a very pretty little satiny yarn, and it's just a tiny little drawstring, and so it looks like a little hat. But anyway, it's a little tiny drawstring pouch. Perfect for jewelry on the bedside, or a gift, you can put something in and have this as your bag that you give the gift in. These are just some of my really favorite bags out of that book that I showed you. It has this on the front. It is just some beautiful bags. Then I had some real fun. Okay. I started off with this little guy. I also have a book. I'll post the picture in here. Now, these are my first amigurumis that are small that I'm sort of proud of, okay? Because I've done some that the cat that I did a long time ago, I don't think it's the cutest thing, so. But this is my little elephant, and he's a little wonky, but he's the first. I did a try on him, and the first time I forgot his trunk. So he was flat-nosed, and he looked hilarious. It was not good. And then there's his cute little tail. His little tail wiggles around, and his little feet are all separate. And this was a little book that I had. And then the next one in the book was this little fat guy. He's a loaf lion, and he is just so adorable. So I did make some changes to these because the trunk on this one looked like a hummingbird, and he literally looked like a mosquito or a hummingbird, and I had to change his trunk. And the lion, I made a few differences because it just looked better. So he's adorable. I love these two little critters. And then I got excited about making critters, and I thought, well, I can just make a little bear. No, he doesn't have ears, but he kind of looks scary, so this was a fail. So I'm just showing the fail because you have to do a lot of experimenting when you're making the amigurumi stuff. And he might be kind of cute, and maybe I'll put some ears on him. But right now, I just think he's not the cutest thing. But he is a practice that I did. Now the elephant. Okay, now the fail elephant is this, no trunk. So I decided maybe I'll make him a snail. And I was gonna make this little thing and try to make him a shell, and it really just doesn't work. So now I have a slug and a worm. So these are Scrappy yarn mistakes, but they're funny, and they might end up being dog toys. I don't know. The last thing I made last night is I looked at a picture, and I made the circle, the bottom of the bag right here, and you just go up a little ways. And then I made 3 circles with the scrubby yarn and a cotton, and you just put these together in the middle. And I can do a video on these if anybody wants. It's a very simple project, and you have a really pretty scrubby to use in the kitchen or whatever. It's just really cute. I love this one. And this is getting ready for the market. So this is my favorite one out of the whole batch. Then I have these little things. These are another favorite out of the whole batch because they're just cute little mushrooms. Now they're hollow because the top is scrubby yarn. So you set this by your sink, and then when you want to scrub something, you just have a handle and you have a scrubby, and it's so cool because you can just set it back up there and let it dry. The bottom is cotton, so the water will drip down into the cotton, and you've got your scrubber. And these are washable, and they're fun, and they're cute, and I just love my little mushrooms. So what have y'all made this month? You can send me an email at wildlyartisticliving@gmail.com. I would love to see your projects. And this is my favorite one. So if anybody wants a video on this, let me know and I will do it. And the puffy baby blanket is coming up very soon. So I just want to say thank y'all for watching. And excuse my cough. I've got allergies right now. And I guess I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.